Hi guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. How's everybody doing? Somebody give me a sound check. Nice. Thank you, Gabriel, for the like button. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Liriana, for joining. Glad to have you guys aboard. First order of business. Apex back to 80% off. Money, 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 money. Go out there, get some Apex accounts. We are short and done. What am I doing? Am I done? Close. All right. I'm done. I'm done with everything. You guys are seeing something new here that I hope you're really going to love, because I took all of my programming prowess yesterday, reformatted the BFF dots to make your life even easier. So remember how we talked about that our bread and butter setup is white dot, green dot, purple dot, red dot in a downtrend, white dot, green dot, an uptrend. Doesn't matter how many dots in between, as long as we get that sequence, we are ready to go, right? So what I did is, instead of just kind of rewriting the whole sequence and everything else, I reformatted the Christmas tree setup, which was already embedded in the indicator, to follow this logic. So now everything is perfect. In other words, you're never going to see a label unless all three things happen. You got a purple dot, red slope, green dot, white dot, green slope, right? So it gives you perfect entries on every single momentum entry you want. Now, this is showing you both trend and counter trend, but you can obviously modify it to just trend only or counter trend only. So, for example, if you go in here and we go into the Christmas tree labels, it just show labels both. But you could also, you could show direction both, or you could show counter trend only, for example. So this would be just reds, or you can show trend only, which will be only greens, because this is for NASDAQ, obviously. Let me show you for NASDAQ, right? So you can see how this whole thing just creates beautiful signals for us to trade both ways, one way, any way you like. And it makes your life just so much easier. There are so many interesting permutations out of this that I'm going to talk about in coaching with you guys tomorrow. It creates essentially the long-term trend trade that everybody seeks from me, that I will disclose or discover or discuss in coaching tomorrow. Here's the coaching link for those of you guys that want to join us. Hang on a second. Okay, here's the link. Make sure you guys get it. So I think Liriana just joined me, so she's going to be able to learn about this. It's not published on TradingView, Ali. It will be published probably end of the day today, or maybe midday today. I'm just kind of soliciting final pieces of input from you guys before I do a final publishing, because I want to make sure that there's nothing I'm missing, because I'm I really don't want to be rewriting this forever. But yes, it makes it a lot easier to trade, and it creates all sorts of really interesting strategies for us that make it super easy to to find trades. I'll talk a lot about that in coaching as far as that goes. So where do we stand today? Just sort of like, let's take a screenshot of market right now. And I think the most interesting point from just the market point of view is that, of course, obviously PPI came in soft, but I think it's just part of the story. The big story here is that Chinese PPI came in soft, and it really feels like China is now exporting deflation, right? So what's happening? It's very interesting. Everybody was screaming that Trump was gonna create massive inflation with tariffs, but here's what's happened. The manufacturing of the world is done in China. This is just me, riffing. I mean, trust me, I could be 100% wrong. But if I'm looking at this fundamentally, what seems to be happening is Trump slapped all these tariffs on the world. That makes the U.S. market much more difficult to compete. Remember, we are the only market. We are the market because we're the only people that have money in the world, in size, right? Nobody else spends quite like the U.S. consumer, so everybody wants to sell here. So when things become higher barriers, people have to compete more aggressively to be able to try to sell to us. That by in turn forces everybody to lower prices, right? Because they have to produce at a lower cost in order to maintain any kind of a profit margin. That in turn creates all sorts of inputs to the US economy that are going down, plus the fact that everybody in the world is pumping out oil like it's going out of business, really, I think, creates a very interesting deflationary cycle. And everything is either going to confirm what I'm saying or blow up in my face tomorrow with CPI. Because if CPI comes in soft tomorrow, it really will confirm that there is massive pressure on the supply side and now massive pressure on the demand side. Now, what all of this means is that the Fed may be forced. I don't think they're going to do it because he's really not going to bow down to Trump and do a 50 basis point cut, although that would be the proper economic thing to do. So they'll go 25, but what they will do is they may forward guide that they're going to cut every single meeting this month, this year. And that means there could be 75 bips of cuts going down, which is why you see equities pop up so much on the open. That's why you saw gold have a knee-jerk up, and equities are still, in my opinion, positive bid. And pretty much, I got stopped on this second Christmas tree. I made money on the first Christmas tree. The second Christmas tree here, I got stopped because it was a post news. Just didn't have a little bit of continuation. But I think if we get a second green signal on Nasdaq, it's going to be a good one. So, generally, it feels positive stocks, and obviously lower cuts on the Fed should be positive equities as well. We are not that far away from 370 or 3700, and it's feasible, that if US starts to take off. I mean, we actually have a buy trade here, which I should do. I can do this because the entry here is here. I'm in the trade at 84.6. Or 84.6, targeting 86.2 on gold in our wealth charts trade. The reason why I took this trade late is because, as you can see, the actual entry trade was pretty much here. The market has just chopped around and dipped. So if I can buy the price lower than my signal trade, always willing to do that. Always willing to do that. And let's see if we can capitalize on this. We're almost there. And we are, come on. Aye. Oh, that was rough. We were just on the offer there. And now we came back down. All right, let's see. Come on, baby. Run it. I swear, with gold, I got to hit the flatten button all the time just to make sure that I'm done. Yeah. I was sitting here watching it run around. Okay, it's either going to get done. It's not going to get done. I'm not going to get crazy on it. It's pretty small size for me. But the really exciting part today is that the signals become so clean and clear. And yes, once I complete kind of the final build, I will have the same build in wealth charts. And that's going to make your life really, really, really good. $51 and done. What does that mean? Ben, did you what'd you buy? So you see how cool this is, by the way? You don't have to get, you don't need binocular vision to try to figure out if the slope is green or red. The indicator will automatically tell you. It will go green, green tile if the slope indeed is green. because it's all quantitative. Like, there's nothing qualitative about this anymore. It becomes really a quantitative signal, which is the kind of signal I really, really like. Yes. Here's what we're doing on stops and targets. So this is just for North America, okay, right now, like as we're doing this. For NQ, it's 10 TP, 30 stop, okay? What's going on over here? For GC, it's going to be, it's going to be 20 TP and 60 stop. That's $2, $6, okay? That's going to be the structures. Now, the reason why that is, and again, I leave it interpretive for one simple reason. Before North America, and this I'm only talking about NASDAQ, because gold can be very volatile. Basically, what I'm looking for is how much range is in each product, right? If you think about this, the rule of thumb I want to use is double my stop should be the minimum range for me. So if the range is like 40 or less, or 60 or less in NASDAQ, I'll use 515. And if the range is 12 or less, I'll use 1 and 3. But if the range goes above 12, yeah, absolutely, you want to be doing 2, 6. Oh, you want ticks? Sorry. Okay, let me clarify. You're right. The ticks is written over here, but it's 40 by 120. Okay, on the ticks, and this is the same thing. Points and ticks in GC is the same. It's 20 by 60. Okay, so those are ticks. Anybody want to see how you automate make sure that the buttons in TradingView have this built in? Do you want to see how the ticks are built into wealth charts? If you guys want to see that, give me a yes. We have 15 minutes before the market is open, so not really going to take any more trades until the market opens. Come on. There we go. Gold finally gets done. So gold took forever, but we got that done. The gold trade hits. The NASDAQ trade hit earlier, so we're in good shape. There is one Christmas tree setting up right now in NAS. I'm definitely going to take it because 15 before the market. I'll play the game. All right. So Temtem, you guys, you guys want to see TradingView? Or you want to see wealth charts? Give me which one you want to see, and that's the one I'll do first, and then I'll do the other one second. Just post it up in here. I'm going to wait until this setup completes, and if I get the Christmas tree to hold, I will do a long on this. All right. So TradingView first, and then wealth chart second. Okay. All right. We'll do TradingView first, then we'll do wealth chart second. All right. Just chill out with me. I got 44 seconds. I want to see if this Christmas tree setup sets up in this. We're also getting a second Christmas tree setup in gold. So both of them legit. 34 seconds, 35 seconds. Let me go to. I'm going to go to gold first because gold is pretty much in play. And we're going to play the same thing. What time is it? How much time do I have left over? 21 seconds, 17 seconds. 11 seconds on gold. Gold is holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're long gold. 87.9, targeting whatever the hell this is. Targeting 89 over here. This is the gold trade. Now we're going to go to NASDAQ trade. And we're long NASDAQ at 6 and targeting 16. 24.16. Okay, you see that over here. I'm long on long this position, targeting 16. Stop is 76. So both of those trades are live. I'll update you as how they go. Now, let's start with TradingView. It's very, very simple to set up a setup. I'm actually going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete all of my setups. I'm going to delete all of my, what's going on over here? Sorry. Yeah, remove. I'm going to show you how to set all of this up so that you guys, so it's totally clean. Remove and remove. Now I have no setups in TradingView. I'm trading naked, okay? First order of business. This button called trade. You guys can't see it. Hang on. Okay. This button called trade. Trade of 8, trade. You hit this button over here. You see it? You see my arrow? I'm going to hit this. Now we're in the trading panel, okay? We're going to go not right now we're in the DOM, but we want to go into the order tab. Go into the order tab. Ignore the units. Doesn't matter about the units. What we want to do is set up our permanent stop and target structure. So take profit is already set to 40, but if you don't have it, you set it to 40 ticks. That's 10 points, and 120 ticks, which is 30 points. That's the setup. Okay, that's the setup. Then you hit this little square thing over here where it says order presets. You click this. Where is this? What is it? Save order preset. Sorry, right over here. Save order preset. And now I simply like to just simply do it by ticks. And I simply say 40 by 120. It's 40 ticks by 120. And I will put an NQ underneath it just to tell me that it's a NASDAQ base trade. I'm going to get out of this trade because it's pre-market, guys, not take the full profit. Just let, I'm sure that probably it's going to go to target, but we're pre-market, so it doesn't matter. So now, did I screw this up while I was, Jesus Christ, sorry. I did screw this up. So while I was showing you I screwed this up, let's do this again. Save order preset. Sorry. Let's do this again. 40, 120. Save order preset right over here. 40 by 120 underscore NQ. This tells me that this is my NQ stop, and I hit save. Now I have it over here. And if I choose it from the drop-down menu, it will automatically go into these panels, and it tells me, oh, you're trading 40 by 120 NQs. That's your stop and targets. All I got to do is I hit the button, and it will automatically wrap around that structure on my trade. Okay. So now I'm going to do one also for. We'll do a 60 by 20. Sorry, 20 by 60. 20 ticks by 60 ticks. And we'll say save order preset. 20 by 60 underscore, and this could be both GC or NQ. It doesn't matter, because it's actually the same tick amount for both. So I'm going to save that. And now I have like a secondary one, as you can see, GC or NQ, right over here. And so that makes it very, very easy to set it up on TradingView. Well charts is even easier. Well charts is super easy because in well charts, when you have the layout, like I have, just the chart, the thing. And by the way, if you want the layout, all you need, I'm going to export the layout for you. Copy this. I'm going to send it to you guys over here, and you can just import it. You would then, just like as I exported this, you go into well charts, hit the 3 bars, go into the layout menu, hit import, and take that string and send it in there. The main thing you need in order to have this thing working is you need to have my BFF enabled on you. If you don't have it enabled, you'll have the whole layout, but you won't have the indicator on there. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have the indicator, you have the layout, which gives you this whole panel, the execution panel, and the bracket panel. And all you need to do is you're going to choose simple bracket, And right over here with take profit and stop loss, you simply put those things in there, click them, and it'll automatically remember what you're doing. Additionally, you also have this trading floating bar above the chart if you want to kind of save yourself some time. And this is a bracket panel over here. Same kind of a thing. You can just set up the, I'm going to set this up to 16 by 60. And it will remember that when you trade. So when you hit buy market, it will just automatically attach a stop and a limit, just like it's, like it's done over here. And this way it's attached all the way through. Okay. XLB, if you don't have the trade button at the bottom, because you probably don't have your Tradeovate attached to Trading View, right? Attached to Trading View. So that's the other condition. Let me show you how to do that. We're going to go to Tradeovate. So let's say you have a Tradeovate account. If you have a Wealth Charts account, this does not apply to you. But if you have a Tradeovate account, you log into your Tradeovate account with your Apex login. Okay. Launch. And you look over here, and there's a video in BK Community that tells you all of this. But I'm going to do this with you again. This little crazy ass arrow kind of a thing. This is where all the way to the corner of Tradeovate. You click this, and you're going to go to add-ons, and you're going to say Trading View. This is a free add-on, and mine is already active, but you would just simply hit activate, and you would then you'd be able to connect Tradeovate to Trading View and be able to trade directly from there. How do you get the floating chart in this? It's like right over here, collapse trading bar or expand trading bar. This one. Is this what you're talking about? That's how you would do it. Okay. So back to business. We are just nursing one last trade. Everything got done. The NASDAQ trade got done before the market opened. The gold trade is floating off of this Christmas tree setup. We'll see if that works out. And we got about 4 minutes to the open. We're going to let the markets open, and then we're going to take trades after that for a while. Yes, there's lots of people. Lerna, there's a lot of people who trade very differently, including Christopher, who does a really great Retrace version of this, and some other ideas. So in coaching, we talk about lots of different ways to trade. And most importantly, I got a really, really cool, now that we have the buy-sell signals really clean and clear on the charts, I have some very, very cool ideas of what you can do with longer-term setups, like where you can go for 10 points, $10, which is 100 ticks in gold, $1,000 per contract in gold, $30, $40, $50 in NASDAQ. I'll show you some things that I've been doing myself. The irony of the whole thing is I can't stand it. Like, I cannot stand being in long, big trades. So it really doesn't work for me personally wise, but it works very, very well from a technique point of view. So I'm gonna disclose that technique with you guys on coaching. If you guys are interested, come join me in coaching. It's going to be tomorrow, so join us before you get before tomorrow, and I'll enable you to come in. It's obviously our private room. Yes. Oh, nice. Did you, Dr. G? Did you just get long and strong on NAS, or long and strong on gold? What'd you do? Or did you straddle? You just you went long, short, and then just, hey, let me burn one to earn one. Actually reminds me, let's do that tomorrow. I just realized this. I'm gonna get. I already got it. I have a 50K account. I'm gonna buy another one tomorrow. We're gonna try and do this in NAS, and hopefully it will work. Where we're gonna burn one to earn one to see if we can get funded in one trade. on a straddle. Again, not advised. You're not ever going to get paid out on that strategy, but you will get funded on that strategy. So it's fun. Yeah. So Ben, walk us through your oversizing. Confess your sins, my child. Tell me instrument, size, and what happened to you. Because it's really, really good to 15 minis. What the fuck were you trading? Which account? How big is your account? Were you trading a 250 account? Ah, you're yes. That's where it gets. You see this. That's where they get you, because you need larger size. Yeah, that was poor execution. Yeah. You can't go more than if you went 10. If you were 10 NQs, would you have survived the volatility and at least gotten half funded? I'm just curious. Because yeah, I should have done only 10. Ben is saying that he should have done only 10. Yes. My view is you can't go more than 5 on 50s and probably 10 on 250s. All right, we got a Christmas tree to the downside, guys. $1.52 on the clock. Oh no, it's market open. It's a dump and hump. So I don't want to trade this candle, even though it's very, very tempting. But it's a 9:30 open, so we're gonna just let it go. Where's my gold? Still in gold, still chugging along. Gold kind of popped on us, but didn't quite make it. So I'm still nursing the gold trade here. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll do this on wealth charts tomorrow on 225K accounts. 25K requires 1,500 to get funded. 1,500 divided by 4, 375 divided by 20. I need 20 points. Yeah, 20 points to get funded on 4. And how about if I do 3? If I do 3 on 25, 1,500 divided by 3 divided by 20, I need 25 points. That's probably the right one. You do 25,000, 25-point target or 26-point target just to make commission on NASDAQ off CPI. It should probably work. Yeah. The gold got done, guys. Nice. So we hung on, and that trade got done. The Christmas tree trade gets done. This is the opening range signal, which we never take because it always fucks us. Okay, so even if it makes money today, we're just not taking it, right? Because we always want to give ourselves. NASDAQ is notorious, or equity is notorious for opening the wrong way. That is opening one way and going the other. So let's leave it be. All right, all the guys who are doing, the straddles are telling me to do the 50s. So I guess we'll do it 50s. Maybe we'll do 250s tomorrow. So on the 50s, if we're doing 5s, what do we need? What's the target on the 50s? Yeah, exactly. No, that's absolutely true. It's a really bad habit. And yeah, exactly. So those everybody who's doing this is 160 ticks, right? Is it Dr. D? 160 ticks. That's what we need. on 5. Let's Dr. D's been doing this, so why don't you give me the exact size, exact account, and exact take profit that you put in order to get funded. That's a lot, Sandy. I can't run the 10 lot. 10 lot is just gonna any short dip against you will take you out. Like, I don't know. What Sandy is basically saying, he does a 50 with a 10 lot, which is maximum position, and a 62 take profit, which is what takes you to funding. I think that would be the tiniest of move against you stops you out before you get a chance to get filled. Dr. D, tell us your formula. I know you do 50. Give me the size and the tick size that you do in order to get funded. Yes, you are, Sandy. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's not like it's not like it's a secret sauce, man. It's not like we don't know what the numbers are. I'm just trying to say you're doing 4, and it's 4 is pretty good because that gives you lots of. The whole point here is you want to do it so it's big enough to reasonably hit target, and small enough so it doesn't unnecessarily stop you out. That's sort of like the art. So at 4 he does 160 ticks, which is right. Is that right? Let me see. 4 contracts, 3,000 divided by 4 divided by 20. That's 37 points. So it's got to be like 38 points. 38 times 4. Yeah, 160 ticks. So it's 40 points. He's just looking for 40 points to hit. Did it fucking really hit 40 points? Seriously? Holy shit, you're right. 31. Wow. Holy fuck. I didn't realize it was that big a pop. You're right. No, you're right. Look at that sweep. That was a 930. That's a 100-point sweep. So at a 40 point, you more than made the money. Holy shit. Wow. Good for you. All right. That's very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for lifting your skirt, Dr. D. You have beautiful legs. We all appreciate it. Yes, that's true. Yeah. So the problem I've seen that, Fabio. I've seen that strategy, and the problem with that is sometimes 30 is all you get. Like the advantage of that is you don't fall into a false breakout, but a disadvantage of that is you miss the trade. Like, we don't give a shit if we burn the account. The idea is to ride the pony, right? So I think the way Dr. D is doing it and the way Sandy is doing it is much better. Just get the fuck in, win, lose, or draw. Like he says, there's no emotional commitment. You're either going to hit it, you're not going to hit it, you're done, and then you move on to the real business of trading. It's just a way to kind of get yourself funded quickly to go into the real business of trading, which is where things work. Yeah. Right. You would have cleared. Exactly. So you over leveraged. The whole thing is, you notice, I mean, Sandy is crazy, but like, it works for him because he just, he rips it. But my advice is, like, I think Dr. D's approach is much more prudent for everybody, which is smaller size, larger targets. If there is a move, the target will be the sweep will be large enough to take the target, and you'll be hit. Right. And you gotta buy 30 seconds to 45 seconds before the event, before the whole ladder dries up, basically. We'll try and do this tomorrow. We'll have fun. We'll try and do this tomorrow. We'll see if it works. See if we get the pop. Yeah, that's right. But the difference, see, Fabio, the difference with us is we're perfectly willing to lose both accounts. We don't give a shit. We're looking to most of the time to win, right? Like even if you win 1 out of 2 times, that's a very easy way of getting the account funded, right? Um, it's just that I think our way is much less. Our way is going to work always. His way is only going to work if there's a big move, right? Like he's careful not to, get trapped into a false breakout, but he also misses the opportunity. I'd rather in this kind of situation, I don't want to miss the opportunity. That's the worst mistake. Like that's gambling. Like that's really stupid. Like that's you shouldn't have done. The whole strategy depends on you not guessing because you don't know what the fuck. You have zero idea of what's going to happen, and so does everybody else. So that's actually, ironically enough, if you have one account, you're gambling. You know. Yeah, and that's also really stupid. First of all, 300K accounts are incredibly hard to get paid out on because the risk reward ratios are so skewed against you. That's why everybody who's really a pro that trades live, you'll see all the other YouTube streamers who are good, like Matt, trades by Matt, who's actually a really good guy. Kathy interviewed him. He always trades 50s. Nobody who's real. Everybody who's bullshit trades really large accounts. The large account on Apex is the equivalent of a Lamborghini. Is the equivalent of a rented Lamborghini. That's what it's there for. It's to compensate for your small penis size. So I would not trade that. The only reason for that is because you're going to learn that on the PA account anyways. In other words, yes, it's really good to have a long journey if you don't know what you're doing. But if you've already had a long journey, if you've already been trading for a year or two, and you've done this a million times, you're not interested in learning. You know the pitfalls and the tricks. You're just interested in getting it done. So that's the main reason. Yes, it is, Peter. No stops, baby. No stops, only take profits. Okay. All right, we got no signals. We're just chilling and willing. Every single signal we had actually did hit. Here's a good example of why I didn't want to do this on the open. Assuming I did not hit on the first target, which maybe in the 46 to, well, maybe I would have hit, but let's say it didn't. The retrace on this was 76 would have taken me out. The retrace would have taken me out. So this is a reason we never trade the open, even though sometimes it gives us really, really clean signals. No, Sandy, like again, I think you guys are all missing the point. What Dr. D is doing and what I showed last week, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of straddle trades because straddle trades are really for people who've done this a lot, who have maybe if you've already traded 10, 20, 30 accounts, you're practically a pro at understanding how these things move and do. And you just want to quickly get done. It's like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're done. This has got nothing to do with good trading behavior, proper techniques, or anything else. It's about maximizing your chance of being funded in one trade, right? And all of that means I don't need to be stopped out because I'm either going to win or die. It's a win or die strategy. Like you're coming in knowing you're going to win or die. You don't give a shit. You know, that's why you do it on an 80% discount. That's why an 80% discount day is the perfect day for the win or die strategy. You guys have to understand the mechanics of what we're doing. We're not preaching this as a technique. This is just simply business, baby. It's pure business. Get me funded, get me the fuck out of here. Let me start trading for real. You guys don't understand that. Again, they don't give a shit on the evals. You guys are all missing the point. There is the eval life where all bad habits go, and there's real life, which is funded life, right? And you guys just, you know, again, I'm missing the point. Yes, it's definitely better when you get a 90% recurring, but you can't be a pig, right? They're never going to offer. They offer 90% kind of rarely, but 80% they offer a lot, and you can get funded in one trade. Yeah, we did that last time we traded marathon, Dustin. Like, watch the last marathon session. What the fuck was it? I forgot which day it was, guys. You know, we got funded on the wealth charts on that. This wealth charts account was a one trade fund. This one, right? It was a one trade fund. Super easy. Yeah, totally possible. It's not recommended. It's fun. It's also, you know, if you've traded for a really long time and are a seasoned trader, it's a good way of doing it. But it has nothing to do with real life. Okay. It's like Vegas compared to your 9-to-5 job. Okay. That's what it's like. Is that a proper analogy? Did you say that, Dr. D and Sandy? Sandy says totally. Winner chicken dinner, guys. I didn't even play any of the winner chicken dinners today. The trades were so fast it wasn't even worth it. Okay, let's see if we get any more setups. Right now it's kind of really quiet. I'm actually curious. Gold is struggling a little bit here to run that 3,700. Let me look at gold in just full extension. So gold, you can see, guys, just a cement ceiling at the 3,700, right? The thing just does not. Look at the Christmas trees against that. By the way, I got to tell you, you see this pattern. You're like looking at this, you're going, oh man, I'm not so sure this is a good setup. This setup for us is literally money, because both trend and counter trend, as long as you have short targets, that's the key thing, is short targets. Winner, up, down, every trade is a winner. You're talking about this kind of a setup where it's a Z setup. All we need is a sharp C. You know where we die? We die when it's flatlined. We die when it's like this, right? When it's totally like this. But if you get a Z, even as long as the range is like 6 points in a Z kind of a shape, zigzag shape, the zigzag shape will make you money every day, all day, anytime with a dot setup. Like, this is just money setup for us on gold. Even though for those guys who are like long-term holding, they're doing dick all. It's a 10-point move the whole night long. But within that 10-point move, there was literally 20 travels up and down that you could have picked up. So it's really cool. Evgeny, please don't be a German and take everything I say literally, okay? It's a simile. It's an analogy, right? And yes, Apex will also kick you out if you do this shit in the real account and in the funded account, okay? But Vegas will give you lots and lots of drinks to play early, right? When you're starting to trade SLB, you shouldn't be thinking about green or red. You should be thinking about making good setups. The P&L on the result of your winning or losing is not whether your P&L is up or down. Okay, you need to absolutely let go that you have to stop looking at the P&L. Period. Just get rid of it. You need to say, did I take the Christmas tree setup? Yes, good. Did I take the next one? Yes, good. Did I take the third one? Yes, good. If the answer is no, then you're not trading the process. Remember the three things that I always talked about: size always beats strategy, always process over product, right? Product is always your P&L. And what the fuck? Oh, and switch and retreat when things don't go your way. It depends, Ken. They only do it with people that do bullshit shit that I'm showing you right now. If you're trading normally, good, clean fund like we're doing in our trades right now, taking Christmas tree setups, there's never any problem with Apex. The shit that people pull on them, you have no idea. 200 accounts on some robot in Mogadishu that suddenly runs up 300,000 in profit against another one that loses. I mean, you have no idea how people try to steal money from them. So 90% of the complaints that people make is because they're trying to fucking game the system. Because I've talked to them. They've shown me, just like, you'd be horrified at the shit that people do. Lots of people in the room trade. William, I don't know if William's in the room today, but he's gotten plenty of payouts from them. He never has any problems, and he trades like a maniac. He does $300,000 accounts. So I think to each his own on this. They've paid out more than $500 million in money, and obviously they can't say that if they didn't do this, right? So you take your pick. Who do you think is paying out? Still nothing on the board, guys. Now, okay, this is our death. This is the kryptonite. This fucking 2-point range over the last hour is what makes me blow my brains out when I see this on the chart, right? And that's what we need to just sort of be mindful of. When we have this kind of price action, honestly, the best thing to do is just walk away from the screen. But anything that increases the amplitude, we just want the amplitude, right? I want high amplitude, and then then it's going to work. Oh, look at this big flip on the NAS. What happened here? See if there's anything in the news, guys. Let's just take a look quickly on headlines. Yeah, Ken, we're working on the Boca meet. It's just to let you guys know, it's very likely going to be like the first week of November because of just various scheduling stuff. But we definitely are really, really serious about it. As soon as we're sure, we're going to let everybody know. It's going to be awesome. It's really going to be fun. All right, Norway foreign minister. There was no discussion of invoking NATO's Article 5. Are you guys following the fucking Russian drones over Poland story, which is definitely raising stakes right now into geopolitics? I mean, I know everybody's focused on Israel and Doha, but that was a given. That was like you could have predicted that yesterday or a month ago. But the Russia into Poland, remember, Poland is a NATO member. And when people are like screaming about, why should we support Ukraine? You have to understand, it's not about supporting Ukraine. It's about the fact that Russia will want to take over literally all of Europe if given a chance. So this is why they need to be nipped in the bud. So that's why, it's going to get a lot more dangerous. I think Trump is trying to really bring this to a ceasefire and a peace because he doesn't want to get engaged. But unfortunately, that could be a big geopolitical problem for us as we go forward. Everybody, are you guys familiar with Jane Street? So there are three primary companies or market makers that control literally the whole stock market. There's Citadel Securities, which I think processes 20% of all the trades on the stock market. There's Virtu, which does like the other 18, 19%. And there is Jane Street, which is a really interesting company, really worth reading about. Somebody needs to write a book about it because they're kind of really unique. It's the company for which Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy who got arrested and went to jail for FTX, the crypto exchange, worked for originally when he first started trading. And they are super smart. They've really recently gotten. Let's take a look at I just want to see what's going on in the market here. It's kind of quiet. They got hugely sued by the Indian stock exchange because they are incredibly good at manipulating price flow. So here's what they did in India, which I kind of, when you read about it, you almost have to respect it. On the Indian stock exchange, the option volume is 400, not 4, not 40, 400 times the actual share volume. That means that there's more speculative activity on the options market than there is in the underlying shares market, right? And when that happens, that basically creates a massive opportunity for manipulation. Because what you could do is you could drive stock prices low, buy the options cheap, right? And then push the stock prices up and then make all those options explode in value and force everybody who is short those options to try to cover. And that creates just what they call, momentum ignition, right? Momentum ignition trades. So they were doing this shit all day, every day, just destroying Indian retail until the regulator finally took a look and figured out what the hell was going on. And they fined him like $500 million for it. But they're notorious for basically trying to figure out how they could exploit the futures market against the cash market, the options, zero DTE market against this. And that's why you see end of day. By the way, this whole thing, the Christmas tree setup for end of day sale, end of day trade is really, really good. Now that I have the labels and everything else, yes, he got them all from Jane Street. Now that I have all of this set up, it's going to be super cool for us. And I definitely want to do a couple of maybe 45-minute shows on end of day close. And you'll see how the last or the next to the last Christmas tree label is almost always money for us on that ignition into the close. Now that's not just purely Jane Street manipulating prices. That's everybody manipulating prices because it's kind of like the baseball game, the football game, the soccer game. Everything happens in the last 2 minutes of the game, right? Suddenly everybody just kind of gets focused on doing business. So if everybody's focused on buying, you're going to get this vertical move of 50, 60, 70 points. If everybody's focused on selling, you get the same thing. And the beautiful thing about the dots is that it's going to pick up that signal early and get us in front of that flow 10, 15 minutes on the close. So it's really, really cool that way. I'll show it to you. That's absolutely true. All markets are manipulated. Paul Craig Roberts, Google him, sees who he is and job underrunner. Yeah, I mean, it's true. What's the best time? So it's really, really hard to give a definitive idea. Like my friend David from WTG trades like the 1550, probably 10 to 15 minutes before is the classic market on close flow. But sometimes you're going to get that flow at 3:30. So it depends. You're going to get the signals. If there's flow, you're generally going to get the signals with the Christmas trees label, and you'll be able to pop it. It's really it's so freaking quiet. I might as well show it to you, right? Let's see if we can see yesterday. Let's go to yesterday. Okay, so here's yesterday. This is, I mean, it was a little ugly. I'll be honest with you. It was definitely a little bit ugly, and the move actually well, this was a move on our. I think here was the problem. Yesterday there was Oracle was about to report, so there was a lot of wiggity jiggity moves here in front of the Oracle report. But if you took the 1550 on the Christmas tree, even long here, right, and you were long 69, you had to stop at around 40. You know, you have to have a bigger stop. You have a 30-point stop, so that would be a 39-point stop. So you survived the stop. It did really rip on the close. Even the next two candles, it ripped 20 points. I actually traded that, I think, for that big rip. But there was also a secondary rip over here. Let's take a look. I'm just curious, just for argument's sake. Give me let's do, I don't know, let's do Wednesday last week. Let's see how it traded on Wednesday on the close. Yeah, look, the only problem is the Christmas tree here was super early. Like that would have been very hard to anticipate. It was a 1520, 1530 move, right? But I guess after 1500, after 3 o'clock, you start looking for the labels. You could try to find them, But this was definitely a very hard one to pick carefully. Let's go maybe to Thursday, the 4th. Let's see what happened there. Oh my God. Okay. So this is a fake move. This move actually gave 635. It barely moved. It was very, very nice. These are all early moves. You really needed the no, I'm looking. You really need the move. Yeah, you need the move 1530 or later. So if this was the move, this would be the move. From 1530 or later, whatever is the Christmas tree label, that's what takes you to the really nice moves. That was the right move. And you see those were very, very good trades. All right, I'm going to all right, we're back to we have a Christmas tree set up over here. Positive move in NASDAQ. Let's see what the gold has no setups. Okay, cool. So 56 seconds left. Let's let this play. Let's see if this one's going to work out for us. Okay, you are trading way too large, Ken. Are you part of coaching, Ken? Do you have? Did you join the coaching? Because that's something we can discuss if you're going to commit on that. $18-19 seconds left. Still holding the label. Still holding. We're waiting, staying patient on this thing. See if it's going to give us a signal to trade. All right, long at 52, targeting 62.25. That's where we'd be. Here's the DOM. Yeah, we're long at 50.25. We should actually be at 60. I'm going to move my thing close to. It should be a 10-point target. Let's see if we can get that done. There we go. Nice trade. Okay, do we deserve the winner chicken dinner?
Chicken
All right, time to stop putzing around. Let's see if no, gold goes away. I thought we might have a little bit of a signal in gold, but gold goes away. That was fun, right? I love hitting trades. Okay, this one. Here we go. We're back to this. uh, Kathy thinks that I should have a second career as a music producer because I have so much fun with all these AI things. All right, let me put the Apex discount. Remember, 80% today. So go out there, go get them. We're going to get a couple of accounts in front of the CPI for sure. Oh, it's a good question, Rick. I actually, I haven't thought about in that depth. I was just using the same structure. But honestly, you probably could do a lot more. Oh man, sorry guys, my allergy's still kicking here. Okay, so very few but far between, but all winning trades here. Everything looks good. Watching gold here, gold stabilizing. We're going to make another run towards the 3,700. Could this be the time? Could this be the place? Could this be the date where we take out the 3,700? Let's keep an eye. We're we got the white dot over here on gold, looking good. Anybody take that NASDAQ trade with me, by the way? Did you guys all take that? Yes. Yes, Rick. Rick with a big yes. Very nice. Very nice. Everybody nailed it. That's good. That's exactly what we need to do. Nathan, very nice. Good job. Who's new in the room today? Anybody new? Want to say hi to me? Tony did it. Good job. Bye, Lariana. Wonderful to have you with us. All the best. So doesn't it feel like we're basically setting up for the Fed? It just feels like the markets are just totally stalling on two assumptions. One, is the Fed going to cut big? And two, is the economy kind of at stall but still good speed, or are we tipping into a recession here? Hey, Joshua, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Where are you from, my friend? I'm gonna call out like countries. You guys tell me if anybody's from there. Anybody from Italy in the room? Anybody from Ireland? Anybody from France? Anybody from Germany? Okay, then we're going to go to Asia. Anybody from Malaysia? Jonathan's from Malaysia. Anybody from Indonesia? Anybody from Singapore? Anybody from Thailand? Anybody from Vietnam? My absolute place I'm dying to go to. Anybody from Japan? I actually noticed there's very few. God, man. Myanmar, yes, I know. SLB, I know. I know this like really interesting thing. Like There are very few Japanese. Dubai, very nice. M. Khan, we're going to be there, my friend, in October for the Dubai FX show, both Kathy and I. Come say hi to us. We're going to be at the ACAP booth if you're going to be there. Haven't been there in like years, so super excited to go back. It's been like, I literally have been there since the pandemic. So really looking forward to coming back there. From Paris, from parts unknown. Oh, I think she's from Paris unknown. Hi, Christina. Where are you from? Tell me where you're coming from. Retrace trade in what? In yeah, Fabio. It's not a bad idea. Fabio's right. He's calling my attention to the retrace trade. Let's do this in the other account. Okay, let's move it to the 36 account. Let's play. Okay, we got 15 seconds left. This is the second type of trade we like to do. And this is Fabio's favorite trade, where we have a purple dot against a green slope, positive trend, value at trend. They're selling off. We're going to buy them. Fuck, I was late. Fuck me. Sorry, I was late because I was talking. God damn, that was the purchase was 53. I paid $5 more. Sorry, I got a bad execution. All right, it is what it is. I got a bad execution on this trade because I was talking. Yeah, it's really, fuck me. I do this all the time. I think the rule of thumb I'm going to do now is I do the trade first, explain second. Because that's hard. It's just hard to, you need to really focus, on that close. God damn, that sucked. That would have been a really nice entry. All right, whatever it is. It works. It doesn't work. We'll wait for the next retrace trade. The candle is green on NQ because it's above the moving average. It overpaints the candle from what it's actually doing to what it actually means. That's part of the indicator. Okay, it's designed to keep you from being persuaded that it's a sell-off. Okay, it's not a sell-off until it's below the moving average. That's how we define green and red candles. It's a feature, not a bug of this particular indicator. All right, Ken. Thanks for your time. From San Francisco, Christina. What did Mark Twain said? I've never had a winter as cold as I had a summer in San Francisco. It's the truest statement ever. I remember I was in San Francisco one time in the middle of June, 8 o'clock in the morning, probably in Barcadero. I forget where I was. Bus stop, lady literally wearing like a fur coat. That's how fucking cold it was in the middle of June, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to take this trade because I fucked up the execution. So we'll Fabio wins his retrace once again. Fabio is the retrace man. He got it done. I screwed up the execution, but everybody else got done. So good job on everybody else. And I made half a loaf, or made a half a bagel versus full bagel, which is good. All right. All right, guys. Harold from Worcester. Is it? How do you pronounce that? If you were in Massachusetts, Harold, that would be pronounced Worcester. How's it? I'm dying. I wonder how they pronounce it in South Africa, because in Massachusetts that word is Worcester. Good job, Wally. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Nice job, nice job. Oh, Samantha. Samantha. XLB, there are two ladies from Myanmar here. Hey, say hi to SLB. She's a member of, she just joined the coaching. You should do the same. Samantha, welcome, man. What is it? Ladies, why are we in Myanmar? Tell me. What's going on over there? Wusta. That's true. That's true, man. It gets cold. Question from Rick. Are retraces quality trade number 2? Could you go over the 3 trades and their qualities? It's actually like literally, Christopher did a back test on the retraces, and he had really, really good results. So absolutely, it's a quality 1 trade. It's just a matter of like, what's your preference? Is your preference momentum or retrace? But I think honestly, as far as accuracy goes, as long as you do the correct trade, that's actually. Thank you. I knew I was missing something in the indicator. That's and Fabio reminded me. This is what I needed to do. So I want to. You see how we have the Christmas tree marked? I want to create a retrace label. So that's the last thing I need to do. That's going to be the final thing we're going to do on the signal front. And I'm going to create a retrace table so that, you see how much easier it is to pick up signals once you have the labels on the chart. Once we have that, then we're done with the functionality. I will have Rob redo the whole wealth charts to that functionality, and then we'll all be all set. And then I'm going to freeze the fucking development period. Gold. I'm talking. Gold is there. Buy. Okay, long gold 97.3. Out of the corner of my eye, this was the trade. We're in the Christmas tree trade in gold. Let's see if we want to run it to 3,700. Come on, baby, run me higher. Do me right. We're target is 5.3 on gold. If we can make the run, let's see if it goes. Nobody has a Christmas tree, Max Deanne. It's in development. I'm just showing it to you off of my charts so you guys can see the signal. Mainly because I was trying to figure out, what final components I need to do in order to like freeze, to finish up the whole thing. So and Fabio just kind of reminded me that I'm gonna do the retrace label, and then we'll freeze it up, and then we'll be done. So today I just kind of wanted to preview with everybody the Christmas tree. You see how cool it is, right? To be able to have that on the thing. So we're not guessing. We're not like, it's just so much easier when the machine does the computation for you, right? I know we're all drifting towards Wally, but from here till there, I'll take full advantage of it. I need all the AI that I could get, because being human is hard enough. All right, we're at, was it 95.3? 90, we're almost there. 95.3. Come on, baby. See if we can run it. Struggling with that 95, but they want to take it. They want to take it. Come on. Sweep the 95s. I think they really want to run the 3700s. All of this is, in my opinion, very, very bullish gold. Deflationary environment, lower interest rates, turbulence geopolitically with everybody bombing the fuck out of everybody. Hard to argue that gold is still not a buy. And it's certainly acting like a buy on the price action front, right? So great thing about dots is that it picks up the price action really nicely. All right. I got a meeting, guys, coming up soon. We're gonna do a marathon tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys be. I also want to go work on the retrace trade for everybody so that we can really nail down every one of these setups. Okay. Any final questions? Anything else on your mind? Be sure, guys. Okay. Last thing. Thank you, Tam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here's the coaching link for those of people who are new and want to really do a good job. Remember, the thing about coaching is I will buy you free. Now with the 80%, I'll buy you 3 free accounts. You're going to get 3 free accounts with Apex if you get coaching. And here's the Apex discount if you just want to get the Apex discount. Go out there, go get some accounts. We're gonna straddle tomorrow. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna straddle. Tell me I'm done on gold. Okay, I'm gonna close flat out on gold just to make sure that we're out of position. I'm sure most of you guys are almost done on gold. All of that worked. Every trade a winner. Winner, chicken dinner with the labels in place. So all we need to do is just to do the retrace label, and we'll be good to go. All right. Retrace is by very definition, Ali, has to be a trend-based trade. So it's value at trend. Where I'm actually going to call it VAT, value at trend, meaning that you can only buy the dip in an uptrend. You can only sell the rip in a downtrend. You're not going to go both ways. Because it's incongruent to both ways. It's got to be green slope in an upward trend. It's got to be red slope in a downward trend against the big trend. The way it works. Okay. So yeah, it's more limited in scope, but like imagine a really, really big uptrend in NAS over 2 or 3 hours. You got like 2 or 3 retraces along that uptrend. Those are just money trades. Those are trades essentially giving you free money because you're buying the dip into a rip, buying the dip into the rip, buying the dip into the rip. And the same thing on the sell side. If you get a long sell side move, you get the same thing. But they are purely trend. They're value at trend trades. So I'm going to call those VATs. And Christian really, really did a lot of work on it. He loves it. He does a good job. Fabio does it. Fabio, are you been trading a lot? Are you there? You still around, man? Tell him what you've been doing. Because I know he's been trading it a lot. He loves it. It's really like it's always a purple dot in a long. It's always a white dot in a short. Correcto mundo. It's always a purple dot in the long. It's always a white dot in the short. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Last announcement. You do it a few times, right? You like it, right? It's been pretty good for you, right? It's really like I think it runs 85% accurate. I think Christian tested it and it ran like 85% accurate, which is way above where we need to be. Last thing I was going to say to you guys, sorry, William, you're asking 3 questions. Before NASDAQ is 5:15 before New York, 10:30 after New York. 16:16 is not something I do. In the course, you do 16:16. Which do I use? That's probably for a different approach. It's got nothing. It's not what we're doing now. Right now, all I want you to do if you're scalping is 5:15 or 10:30. Okay. The 60. I know what it was. That's the 4. Those are 1664. That's for S&P. We don't trade the S&P anymore, but you could trade that in the S&P. But regardless, just don't worry about the only answer you need to have is 15:15 or 10:30. Don't worry about anything else you've seen me do. That's the most recent best advice we have, right? because we're always trying to improve. So I was going to say, you guys want to trade CFDs with me tonight? Session 7:45. I have all the stuff fully functioning now. The same indicators, the same executions, both MT4, MT5. So come on down. It's going to be really a lot of fun. I'm going to show you all the cool stuff on the gold front when we trade tonight. Okay. All right, everybody. Enjoy the day. Good day again today. We kick it and bring all your friends. Tomorrow, marathon day. We'll have a good time.